Hello there, my name is Wikianara, and welcome back for another round of The Walking Dead Survival Instinct. So, I know what you're thinking, why aren't we in the hospital? So, sadly what happened, I recorded that video, and I have issues sometimes with videos where they just don't want to work. There are things I'm still learning about. I'm not like a huge tech whiz or anything like that. But we got through the hospital. We got the medicine from Earl. Sadly, we learned something. We figured out some things. If you remember back in the town where we first found Merle, there was a woman named Scout who was with, I can't remember what his name was, but she was there with a guy that had gotten shot by Merle. They had made it to the hospital. I got chased through the hospital multiple times by different hordes of zombies. I came out of there with a fire axe, and I am currently heading towards a specific town. I can't remember the exact name, but we are currently this is a side mission, and we met a doctor at the hospital. She did not come with us, because she was working on something for a cure, and sadly, to do so, we had to we sacrificed the guy that, the guy that had gotten shot in the arm that got brought to the hospital. She found him, and somehow, so he's dead. I'm assuming the doctor's probably dead too, because that hospital was absolutely overrun with zombies. But yes, I have this fire axe now, which is an absolutely amazing weapon. I can reach a lot further now, and as you can see, or as you saw, I can dismember and decapitate zombies, which is a wonderful thing. But the town that I'm currently heading to, it's gonna take me a good amount of gas to get there, and I do not currently have enough. So I'm more than likely gonna end up having to stop again, just to get there. Even though, funny thing, the last level I actually sent all three of my survivors, which I don't think I've ever played and had three I probably played and had 3 survivors before, but I don't normally have that many. But I sent all 3 of them out to find gas, and they all found gas. They all found it just says it said 5 gas, so I don't know if that's like 5 gallons or 5 whatever, but it's 5 gas. I don't necessarily know how much the game runs by. I mean, the cans that you find, the jerry cans of them, don't really have a specific amount. I don't know why. So this is probably going to happen to me later on, but I have this rifle ammo, a lot of rifle ammo, and shotgun ammo actually, but I've got all that, but I'll probably end up having to drop a bunch of it, if I remember correctly, because if I do get the light machine gun, the light machine gun has ammo of its own. It doesn't use rifle ammo. That's just the hunting rifles. So there's over there's like a small trailer park that I can go into. I kind of love this weapon, and I love that like blood splatter animation on the screen. It's wonderful. There's just different elements that make games great, you know. I've talked about this a lot, but like music, story, animation, a lot of different things. Just little bits of different things go into making them wonderful, and I love it. It's really my. I've talked. I think I've talked about this a little bit, but I am working on
back on track.
I'm working on a new series, and one of the things that I will be doing in said series is doing game design type stuff. It's just because it's just something I've always wanted to do, you know. Oh, I think I've explained the whole situation with the compass. And the fact that, like, if you're on a side mission that you haven't been given a specific quest on, then you don't really have the compass. Oh, so unless I'm doing a power move or one standing up, you have to use, it takes 2 whacks with the fire axe. Also, there's the downside to the fire axe, which is that it takes, I want to say there's other weapons like the fire axe, like there's like a baseball bat, I want to say. It's there's two or three longer, like larger melee weapons like this that they all have the same issue, which is when you use them, or when you use power moves with them, it takes longer for you to basically reset to where you were. So, like, when I use a power move with this, yeah, you can't go into any of the actual trailers. But when you use this, like, a power move with this, you take it and you swing, and it takes a moment for you to get back to, like, it takes a moment or two longer to get back, rather than, like, when you would use the lead pipe. I mean, it's more noticeable when you are actually attacking a zombie. Oh, hey, that's funny. So we're having that issue one day where zombies just kept respawning, just more and more of them. So, like, if you see that, it takes a bit longer for me to, like, heft it up and, you know, actually and get it going. I love watching the heads fly. Oh, it's so entertaining. I'm heading towards what is it? I can't remember. We'll see in a moment. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Yes. Lemon Hill, that's where I am. So yeah, Lemon Hill Summer Festival. If I remember correctly, yeah, this is a horde level where there are a bunch of zombies. So we have to be incredibly careful during this level. Yep, okay, so I technically ran out of fuel, even though the gauge wasn't fully empty. But I technically ran out of fuel, so I'm going to have to go and get more. I'm just thinking, because, like, I've got a lot of different ammo and stuff. Oh yeah, I gave, what's her name? I wanted to, like, Sasha or something like that. I gave her the shotgun. You know what, screw it. I'm gonna take this in there with me, because I don't use, like I've said it in the past, but I don't use the guns a whole lot. I never really have when I played this game, because I basically go into the mindset of guns make noise. They make a lot of noise. And, you know, everyone knows during zombie apocalypse settings that noise draws in zombies. So it's pretty plain and simple. You just don't use guns because you get more zombies. Someone breaking glass over there? No? Okay. Look at all them. And them bad boys. He had no arms. I want to say it's like, generally when you're like doing one of these levels, you will get like a respawn like of zombies, but it's only like generally when you're double headshot. When you're heading back to your vehicle, that's when you get more and more and more. But generally, like, you clear out the area and you don't really have any more of them to deal with, and then you like head back towards your car, and then you deal with that. Oh, so it's gonna look like I'm getting a lot more fuel. So like that, like 13 fuel, but that is because in levels where you're like having to retrieve fuel to get to a location, you just get more fuel there in general. So I've got to be careful. There's not just this gas station, but there's, well, this isn't even a gas station, this is a diner. But there is a house over there that I can go search too. I heard, oh, hello, friends. There's a bunch of you. I gotta be careful sometimes, because if you look like that, oh, there is a bunch of you. But that trunk is kind of busted up, so kind of it can mess you up. I hate that. Okay, that was one of the downsides. So you'll occasionally, if I'm doing things like this, I've done this before where I've literally just like sat in a horde level for like an hour or two just because I was amused by sitting there cutting off heads and stuff like that. But you do occasionally get stuck because like the zombies, you can't kill them exactly. You can't kill them fully, like one after another. Like you can't get that super satisfying just one after another after another. No, because you will more than likely you'll end up like hitting one's like hand or something like that, and you end up like just cutting off their hands and stuff like that, which is, to me, it's just sad, because it's like I want that satisfaction of just one after another, you know. But no, it likes killing my kill streaks. I like my kill streaks. Kill streaks are fun. I did used to, I wouldn't say, okay, so I used to play a decent amount of Call of Duty, not like a lot, not as much as some people, but I did play a good amount of it. I was never like super pro at it. I don't think I can say that I have ever been really that great at Call of Duty. I wasn't bad, but I just wasn't the best. I was a good sniper. I wasn't a camper, I was a sniper. There's a difference. I would use sniper rifles, and I would snipe. There's a complete difference. I've always thought that that whole sniper camping thing to be the stupidest, like, whatever argument or whatever. Or not even argument, but, like, the stupidest thing to, like, call someone out on. They're not camping. Do you see the real military, like, running around and... do you think that's what they do, is they run around shooting at each other like that? No! You try running around and shooting a gun at the same time. It's not easy. Not saying I've done it, but it's just... I've done both, but not simultaneously. I've run around and I've shot guns before, but doing both of them, I just can't imagine that. It's not easy to do. Squeak. There's gotta be... I swear, okay. So I have yet to find in any of these side missions, at least through this playthrough, I've yet to find any of the collectibles in the side missions. I did find a collectible in the hospital. It was one of the other collectibles, which so far I think all you guys have seen so far has been just the stuffed squirrels. But there are other collectibles, like I've said, like missing posters, stuff like that. But in the hospital, it was like this weird collage of medical stuff, talking about, like, you didn't get to read it, but it was talking about this lady that got put into quarantine for her infection for the, you know, the zombie virus. Hello. Hubba. I'm like, I knew I heard another guy. Hello. Hello. You're everywhere. Oh my god. I can't remember whether or not yeah, that's the thing. Not just the power moves, but even the normal moves, just the normal attacks, it does take you like a smidge longer just to return back to the normal stance. And that's just, you know, it's one of the trade-offs. It's a more powerful weapon, but it's a, you know, you have to do that. You can't, you gotta balance things like that. What the heck, dude? I don't know why this game is just like, I will spawn zombies left and right because I can and you can't stop me. Which is funny because apparently there is a DLC to this game. I don't know if there's more. I mean, I've only seen one. There's probably mods and stuff for this game too. I've never really played it. I've played it with the in-game mods, but not any like out of the game mods. But there is one that does. I want to say it just like makes they're a like never-ending zombies mode basically. Makes you have that option. Excuse me. Oh yeah, so I never mentioned this, but so it was talking about this in one of my loading screens. I forgot to mention it, but we talked about, yeah, you get different cars and different cars have different amount of inventory, but they also have different amount of gas consumption. So, you know, just like in real life, different cars consume different amounts of gas, and the current car that I'm driving consumes a good amount of gas. So it's another trade-off thing. I keep running into things, but I'm gonna keep doing it because like I said, I love the side missions. The side missions are fun. They just add an essence to the game, because I think a zombie game that's just straight story to me is kind of boring, because, you know, that's not how like a real apocalyptic type situation would be. I mean, not saying that I know exactly how one would be, but you just gotta think. It's like, it's not gonna be, yes, it's not, it shouldn't be like 100% action. I mean, yeah, probably in the beginning there's gonna be a lot of it, but not throughout the whole time. So these are, yes, even though there's more action, it's literally just like, these are things that you have to go through. That's like people, I mean, different movies and stuff like that showing like Travel Interrupted, because, you know, nothing ever goes fully right. I mean, that's some movies, that's specifically what they do, or specifically what they're for, is like, that's the funny part is, or the like best part is when someone's like trip goes awry. There's like, I think there's a like a whole, I wouldn't say category, but like it's I want to say it's like a big part in like comedy movies and stuff like that. Different a lot of different comedy movies are that way, where it's like, hey, it was supposed to go this way, but it didn't, but we ended up having more fun on this. I would say it is a common theme, you know? Oh, also, so I mentioned, I forgot that you could grab bolts in side missions before you got the, before you actually get the crossbow, but I think you can only get them at the campsites. I think you can only get them at the campsites, because I don't know why, but to me that just makes sense, I guess, because it's like, these campsites, they're basically people getting out of town to, you know, escape the walkers. So people, you know, they grab whatever supplies they could. Someone might have grabbed a crossbow or whatever, and brought it with them. So, I mean, you know. Oh my god. Your vehicle is overheating. Search the area for coolant. This is just a nightmare trip. I might have to grab the shotgun for a level after this one, because I'm not gonna, not in this next story mission, because I know this story mission is, this next story mission is literally just, it is a horde level, so you cannot, you can't really shoot off a gun, because you will get attacked. You'll get trapped on like a car or something like that forever. Now the question arises, I can, if I want to, fire off my gun. And draw more. And you know what? I'm not going to do that yet. I'm going to take out a couple more.
Lost and bound.
See, like that, it just said fuel. So that was only one. Because that's how numbers work. Well, that's how English works. Hello, friend. Whoa, baba. What's got yeah. Oh. One of them noticed me through the window. I kind of had that feeling that one of them would notice me through the window, but like, I was just... There we go. Don't beat on the door. If you beat on the door, you make more noise. Come on out, guys. Let's have some fun. I just had this strange thing that I think I may have noticed, but I don't know if I'm correct or not. I don't think I ever really see female zombies in side missions. Like, I see them in the story missions all the time, but either that or I just don't notice too much. Wait a minute. No, that's I think that's a guy. Let's look. Yeah, that's a guy. Or maybe, I don't know. Yeah. If that is, I don't know if that's like on purpose or if it just is a thing that just randomly happened. Or if I'm like, or if it actually isn't a thing and there are actually female zombies in the story missions. Or not story, the side missions. I just haven't noticed them. I hate that. So that happens. One thing will literally get in your way. And it'll block you off from hitting more zombies. One more. Oh yeah. Alright. I'm assuming that, oh no, it may, so it can either be in the house or it can be in the diner. I mean, it could be at either one, but you know. Or it might not even be inside either one. It might be in around one of them. Might be hiding. Oh, there it is. See? Like I said, it might be around that side. That's up. I love jumping on cars. I don't know why I love it so much in this game, but I love jumping on cars. Like, it's not something I would ever do in real life, but like, I just find it supremely fun to do in this game. Maybe it's just the fact that I can't do it in real life.
Finders keepers.
Because, you know, a lot of them are, oh, hey, so, okay, maybe it isn't just... This game, it just keeps proving me wrong. Step after step after step. What the heck? It's like everything that you've noticed is wrong. See, like, that's a guy. Hey, uppity. Hello. See,
Done with you.
I used to be really, really good at that. I used to just nail them left and right.
Man,
And I could deal with the, like, if I were to get caught up in a, like, grappling circle, I could take them out with ease and not have to deal with it. But I don't know what happened. They're wearing the same shirt. How awkward must that have been that day? I mean, there are some levels that you go into that are literally, there are certain points that you do use guns, that you're like specifically meant to use guns. But like some of them just, they are not meant for that because they're super loud, and the game gives you a good balance of the different things that they added into the game, you know? Alright. Like, if they wanted to, they could have been like, okay, we're only doing
I just
these
cannot
things.
wait to see the look on their faces when we get to the clubhouse.
They gonna do right by us tomorrow?
Yes, sure they will. The Savage Sons Motorcycle Club is a loving crew.
Yeah, they sound it.
Don't get your panties all in a bunch, Stein. Shit, you see that?
Hundreds of them, like a damn Walker convention.
They're headed straight for the club. We gotta stop them or we'll never make it.
You know what the funny thing is? Okay, so, oh yeah, I forgot why we exactly ended up in here. But if I remember correctly, they do use the word zombie in the comic book. You know, I really don't need them to do anything. Oh yeah, so I gave Mia the shotgun. But I think they do use the word zombie in the comic book, but they don't ever use it in the show. It's always like walker, biter, roamer, lurker. It's always things like that. It's never zombie, because I think they, if I remember correctly, they have some lore to it that's like zombies never existed in that world. Like the concept of zombies never really existed in that world. So that's why it's a bit more surprising.
I'll head left and circle back. You go right and then meet me in the middle.
What are we looking for?
Anything that'll stop that parade of debtors reaching the bar.
Alright. Change my... Oh, there we go. I love how they just... Oh yeah, there. Okay, there's my car. Sometimes you'll enter levels and just be like, where'd my car go? Because you'll just enter at the most random spots.
Alright.
Alright, so you'll see that this real quick. Oh no. Oh, I could have sworn. So there used to be... Oh, maybe it's... Oh yeah, I think I know what I'm thinking of. Any time that I've really played it with the who? Oh.
Meet me at the gas station across from the church. Found something interesting.
So I gotta go over there. But yeah, this is the reason why there's a whole bunch of zombies here, is because there was a festival going on, and it drew in more zombies because they were like, oh hey, free food. But yeah, so if you, I'm gonna look carefully, but there's a whole bunch of them, and it just gets worse. So I gotta go through If I remember correctly, I gotta go through here. Boop, boop. I'm not here. Shh, 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 shh. Be quiet. Okay. Sometimes I would literally just sit in levels like this, or there's another level. I can't remember exactly what the name of the level is, but you're at, I want to say you're at like a rail yard or something like that. And there's a whole bunch of zombies there too. But there's different points. Okay, so yeah, so this is a new vehicle. If I find find keys for it, I can switch it. So yeah, the only vehicles we've actually found so far that we've really needed to find were
check this out.
were the whatever you want to call them. They're story vehicles, basically. If I remember correctly, there's nothing in here other than, you know, that shotgun.
What you got?
Hey, looky here. This town was rigged for a fireworks show.
Finally, something useful in this hole.
Adapt and overcome, little D.
Load up the church with as many bundles as we can find. Draw in as many walkers as we can and just...
Bang goes the dynamite.
I've never heard anyone say bang goes the dynamite. So yeah, new quest is to find lots and lots of fireworks. Why these fireworks would be spread out like this, I don't know. But they are.
Cool.
5 more bundles of fireworks. That's a lot of fireworks. I'm like, one of those guys is alive. That's another, like, sign of zombies is, like, or, one of them being alive is if, like, there's 2 of them sitting really close together. Because sometimes that'll just randomly happen is there'll be 2 of them, like, an actually dead one, and then one that just spawned. But they'll be like sitting awkwardly close together, like they're supposed to be like holding hands or something. And they're just like, here we are. Hello, friends. Oh, wow. There goes the heads. Okay, I know there was one more, or another one out there. I just want to find all the stuff in here that I can find. Hi! What kind of... I don't want that. So, a funny thing that I see a lot in this game is for some reason the ammo is universal. The ammo for all of the weapons, well, I mean, except for, you know, like the very specific weapons, like the machine gun or the crossbow. The ammo is very universal, so it's like, okay, you have a rifle, so you can use rifle ammo. So you'll use any type of rifle ammo, as if there's not different calibers. But where was it? Did I already grab it? Whatever. Going up here. But it's just a funny thing to me, like that, and like the shotguns or the handguns or whatever. Like,
Daryl, you think these walkers feel pain?
I hope they do.
oh yeah, there's a squirrel down here. Oh, but I think I take a decent amount of damage.
You know I got your back. Hell, I'm the only man you could ever count on.
That's not true.
No.
Oh god. I don't like it when that happens sometimes because I get worried that my game is lagging out. The text will occasionally overlay. So like I'll be like talking to someone and like pick up something at the same time, so
That's what I mean.
yeah, the text overlays on each other and it worries me. Just because I think, oh crap, what did I do? Why is my game broken? Yeah. Okay. And then, oh yeah, I keep forgetting there's like more ammo than I ever normally get for some reason. Because I don't normally get this much ammo. But for some reason, I'm getting a whole lot of ammo this playthrough. It's like the exact opposite issue that I was having in Resident Evil. Because I, like, never found ammo. Oh, there it is. So, I said this before, the baseball bat, you had the possibility of, that was my, like, other longer ranged melee weapon. I think it may just be the baseball bat and the fire axe. I know because there's also like a machete and stuff like that. But I think the machete, they technically count as not like a long range one. Oh, but yeah, so there's okay. It doesn't. I feel like it looked like there was more of them when I was younger or something like that. There's a lot of different things that you notice when you go back as a kid and play a game, or you watch a movie or something like that. There's just so many different things. I personally find that quite enjoyable, because then like I do some things like. You laugh at things like for like nostalgic purposes, because you'll go through and I notice I have an extreme. That actually startled me. Okay. Back to the topic. I have a pretty extreme eye when it comes to things like continuity errors, and I try and focus on those, or
You'll do.
like I see those and notice those in shows and movies and stuff like that to almost an annoying extreme, but I notice them, and sometimes it annoys me how much I notice them, but you know, so is life. Bam. You know, I think if I wanted to, I could unload right now with the shotgun. Actually, I don't know, because I don't think I have that much ammo. But I can. So the sad thing is you can't break off one of those with a... Oh, okay. I never normally die during this encounter. No more can get in from the street right now, I don't think, in this area. Because I think it's all blocked off by metal. But there's a good... Well, it's not all metal, but it's like metal or non-breakable wood. Like the glossy wood that I mentioned one of the other videos, I can't remember. I think it was like the first one that I mentioned it in. Oh, I remember what it is. It's a sledgehammer. There's a sledgehammer, and I think it's in here. Yep, sledgehammer. But I like the oh, hi guys. I like the fire axe more, because to me it's more satisfying to watch their heads go flying and stuff like that. Was this really this short of a level?
I'm in the church.
You gotta position the ordnance properly, or it's just gonna fizzle out. You
So,
got me?
No kidding.
Hi. I keep hearing zombies and wondering what that is, but it's literally just that dude. So there's another... So I can make a decision here. I do have a whole bunch of shotgun shells in the car. But there's this guy right here, which is a semi-auto rifle. Or I could just do that. Works for me. because I've got a whole bunch of other healing stuff in the car. Plus, I think I'm switching. I'm switching to a SUV, which I think has more storage space in it, rather than what I'm currently using, which is the car. It may not. I may be wrong about that, but I think I'm correct. What about?
Where's that church bell?
Up here.
All right, here we go.
Oh, you know, funny thing we're about to notice here.
Wake up! They're pouring in now!
Why I have to...
Sunday service, little brother.
Why I have to press it 3 times, I don't know.
Standing room only. Light 'em up, boy.
I just chucked a flare down there. But if you remember correctly, I don't have any flares.
Not bad, but you better get back to the truck.
I got rid of all my flares because I don't normally use them.
Yes, sir. Let's see some of those daytime fireworks, buddy.
Daytime fireworks. Oh yeah, I forgot that this is broken off.
Fire in the hole time, girl.
So I normally take like my sweet time getting back to the truck. Ooh, okay. Or the car, technically. It's dialogue that isn't changed, you know. It's dialogue that's not corrected. Okay. I just felt like I had to, you know? Oh, there was only one collectible. Oh. They call it a crossover. I guess that's a trade-off. I'm gonna keep the sedan. Wait a minute, what? Oh, it's because I didn't have it selected. Oh, yeah. Ow, my arm. All right, we'll search the diner, but that'll give me a chance to cut off the episode, just because I can. So, how much? I guess I do have much more shotgun ammo than I do. So I can get rid of that now. Can keep that. You know, I don't need that much. Get rid of that too. Did I not bring in the... I thought I had brought in the shotgun, but apparently I've only brought in the shotgun ammo. Alright, but I am going to end this one here, and continue on the next one. We'll get to Jake's bar in the next one and play from there, so you guys can see more of this amazing story. But I am all out of time for this one. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.